I was reflecting on in the lead up to this session is if you sort of look at the names and the businesses on that board, the potential impact that this room and the businesses in this room could have is pretty phenomenal when you step back and think about it. There's a quote that I really like, which I think resonates with this group, from Margaret Mead. I don't know if you've heard this quote, but it says, "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed individuals can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." I think that's quite nice. I think the potential of this group of committed individuals is really enormous. And it's honestly a real privilege for us at Good Innovation to bring you all here today and to have this conversation. As I said at the beginning, helping your company become a force for good is a form of transformation. There's lots of challenging things I think we talked about today, hence the therapy side of these sessions. We've been running Good Innovation for 14 years. We've learned a lot about the complexities of developing and launching breakthrough ideas that really make a dent in some of society's biggest problems. So something we've been working hard on as a team and thinking about is a new initiative that I want to shamelessly tell you about in the last minute or two, called Impact Labs. So we know that, as we talked about today, some businesses are setting a standard for what it means to be a business for good. This is the framework that's in the report. You'll recognise the words we talked about and some of the questions we discussed today. Now, these businesses, they're not satisfied with purpose statements or compliance programs, as we've talked about and as David brought to life. They are using that unfair advantage, that superpower, as you called it, which I quite like, to find really breakthrough ways to make a dent in some of society's biggest social, environmental and economic problems. And do that in a way that builds resilience for their business, as we've talked about, but also gets their business ahead of the competition. So something we've been working on at Good Innovation is called Impact Labs, and it's essentially created for businesses exactly like that. It's a flexible 4-stage program that helps you essentially supercharge and accelerate your mission to become a business for good. It draws on that 14 years experience we've got trying to do this stuff, trying to find new ways of delivering societal impact through the charity sector, which we've existed in for a long time. Impact Labs is all about bringing clarity, action and momentum to your program through 4 important steps, the 4 important steps that you can see up here, in fact. Firstly, it's about helping you find that societal problem that your business is best placed and has a superpower to tackle. Secondly, it will help you define the business case for doing good, and that will get buy-in from your leadership. Thirdly, it will bring together experts and people with lived experience, crucially, in the problems that you're trying to solve. And last but not least, it's about helping you turn your winning idea into a beacon initiative that your business becomes famous for. So, as I said at the start, I want to finish today with a little bit of an entirely selfish call to action. I'm a really big believer, and we all here at Good Innovation are, in progress over perfection. We talked a little bit about that today, the need to just do and not report and not sit in too many stakeholder meetings. So what I'd really like is, let's imagine we're all here again and there's 60 people this time and we're all back in this room. What I'd really like is we've got so many more of you up on stage talking about how far you've gone in 12 months, talking about the lessons you've learned in that 12 months. So my ask of you as individuals is to find 45 minutes at some point in your diaries over the next few weeks, let's say, to give us a chance to come in and talk to you about what an impact lab could look like for your business, what commercial returns it could deliver for you, what dents you could be making in some of society's biggest problems. So, if anyone's interested in hearing a little bit more about Impact Labs and thinking about what this means, just let one of the team or let one of us know. I think we're in contact with all of you. So before I leave you, just to say, we do these every quarter for those that are here for the first time, and I think lots of you have set up nicely the topic for the next quarter, because the next roundtable, we're going to be focused on Make It Real. Heather, you talked about it, I think John, everyone talked about it. This is the challenge of how do you make impact live and breathe in the DNA and the culture of your company. It's about recognising that no matter how hard you work and how brilliant you are, you can't do all of this on your own. So, similar-ish format. We've got a couple of speakers in mind. someone potentially from Virgin Money, if you read in the report, are doing some really amazing things. Emilia, I might steal you for your Gen Z idea. Katrina, I want to know what your Curry's idea is as well. But it will all be about that. And it will all be about how you come up with really practical, tactical ways to embed impact in the culture of your business, so it's not just you doing it and it becomes part of the way everyone thinks, acts and makes decisions. So that's the topic for next time. Just leaves me to say a big thank you again for everyone for coming along. I hope you find it useful and I hope we see you next time.